You think, oh no, I can't open it. Well, this is the brand new 2024 Volkswagen Tiguan, and I'm just going to give you a little show around it. Now obviously one of the biggest differences is the front end of the Tiguan. Now you might have noticed there's a few differences, such as the light bar that stretches across the front of the car, as well as just complete redesigned grille, and also these lights are a lot different. They actually wrap around the car a little bit more now. And it's just sort of more of a sleeker look overall compared to obviously the last model. And this one is the R-Line, so it's got an even more aggressive front end than some of the other Tiguans. Around the back of the Tiguan, there has been quite a big redesign. Obviously, you've got this nice little light bar, which you might have already seen stretched across the whole car, which is, to be honest, really helpful because everyone knows if you're braking, because it's hard to miss that. And on top of this, I'll actually show you the inside of the boot, which has 652 litres of boot space, which that's a pretty big boot. Also, if you want to have basically either no lip for the boot, or if you want a little bit of boot lip, but want to maximise your space, you can drop down the boot floor. On top of this, a few little nice things to have, like the little button, which means that you can put the seats down from the boot, and also, something I always like to see, a little hook for your shopping bag so your shopping doesn't go everywhere. The indicators have also been redesigned so that now go across a nice little swooping motion, which, nice little detail. Now imagine this, you're carrying loads of shopping bags, you've just walked out of your choice of supermarket, they're really heavy and you haven't got a free hand. Well, with the new Tiguan, you can actually just tap underneath and it opens your boot. That wasn't for anyone pressing a key, you literally just tap under the the little lip there, quite gently of course, you don't want to take your bumper off, and then it opens. It's a large range of colour and wheel options available on the new Tiguan, from the 17-inch wheels all the way up to these 20-inch Leeds alloys. You can also get the black York alloys as well, which look actually really nice. And colour options, of course, you've got, this one is in pure white, but you could have either nightshade blue metallic, persimmon red metallic, or you could have the premium colour, which is the oryx white mother of pearl. On the inside of the new Tiguan is where a lot of the changes have been made. For example, we can look down at the cup holders here, which you can actually remove and you can swap them out with these little bits here, so that it's sort of a modular design, so you can choose exactly how you want your cup holders and how you want everything to be. Sort of charging pad, I think it would be called. Down here, you've got two of them. Not just one, you've got two of these charging pads, so it's sort of like a him and hers setup, which is really nice, along with two USB-C charging ports. Another little upgrade, you've got the nice, particularly in this model, with it being the R-Line, you've got the R-Line seats, which have a sort of built-in headrest, which is quite nice to see. Just want to tell you a little bit about the general driving of the Tiguan. It's very nice, and what really helps, just the convenience of it, is this little twisty dial down here, which is actually really helpful to use. All you need to do is you turn the little dial and you can control your volume from it, or you can press it down and control your driving profiles. If you don't want to control your driving profiles, you can of course control the atmospheres, which you can have energetic, joy, minimal, or of course lounge, which is quite interesting. Everything goes purple, and you know, it's actually quite calming, just that little change of color temperature. On this particular Tiguan as well, there is a heads-up display, which is actually really helpful when you're driving along. You don't have to take your eyes off the road to find out how fast you're going. And also you can see navigational options on there as well, which is stupidly helpful if you're just driving along, you're trying to concentrate on the road, which is what you should be doing. If you're on a long drive, you can use the massage seats, which you just control from the screen down here, which is actually really easy to do. You just press the button and it'll choose obviously between your having the waves or the tapping or the stretching, which is actually really nice. You can also change the intensity over here and how long you want it to be done for, which is really helpful. You can do this for the front passenger and also for the driver. Parking the new Tiguan is actually quite easy to do because you've got loads of different camera views here. Of course, you have the normal rear view camera, but you've also got a 360 view camera, and if you knock yourself into drive from reverse, you've got a front camera. So you can see how close you are to everything, which is quite helpful. Want that wide angle? Press that button, you got it wide angle. Now, this has been our little in-depth video of the Tiguan, and if you want to find out more about the fantastic new Volkswagen Tiguan, then you can come down to Pullman Volkswagen either in Sunderland or in Durham, or you can go to our website pullmangroup.co.uk to find out more.
Pullman, delivering a fantastic customer experience.